be a loss if you ain't learned nothing from it. I turned to a boss. Remember, I was under.
The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway.
And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25.
So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field.
They'll be led out by a first-round pick in the 2020 draft out of Utah State. This is Jordan Love.
And he and his team, they were the beneficiaries of a first-round bye earned by a tremendous regular season. He'd been a little bit nicked up, so he could use the rest. And I'm sure his teammates felt the exact same way. But now it'll be interesting to watch their first few drives in this one. Because sometimes getting the rest is great, but sometimes you accumulate a little bit of rust as well. Maybe they come out flat, and they can't afford that in the postseason.
A 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 35.
It's a big play there for Green Bay. 42 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Powering forward. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 27-yard line.
Love, they go play action now.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Jamal Adams.
And the Seahawks are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
Nobody ever wants the interception on the opening drive to happen, but when it happens in the playoffs, it feels like it's a bigger deal. What a rough start.
And how about these visitors? The defense just went right on the field and seized momentum. You know, almost like they're saying, okay, no one expects us to win this one. Let's go ahead and give them a shock early. Took the ball from the home team and put them in the hole.
Because this crowd, one of the best in the league, especially this time of year, it's going to be tough to take them out of it, but that's a heck of a start.
First carry here for Kenneth Walker III.
And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Off of play action. Here's Smith.
Throw out wide to Walker.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
And the Seahawks first down.
Back to Walker on 1st down.
20, down to the 10. And did he get in? No, down at the 1-yard line.
60 yards for him already. An excellent drive to kick off this divisional round matchup. That might be an understatement. Gainwell. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through. And that's a nice job to hold.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Ken Walker
taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Seahawks are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 7-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And he returns this to the 22. The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Love. And his throw is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Off the play fake, Love.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one goes for 24 yards.
And that's how you shake off the interception he threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Down the left sideline. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out to his left. The left side completion to Jones. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Play fake. Here's Love. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
I'm darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Now Love.
He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers.
From 13 yards out.
And the Packers are an extra point away from evening this one up.
And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line.
And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Smith's throw into the hands of Lockett.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6.
Here now, 3rd and a yard.
Now a play fake, and it's Smith.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
Geno now to throw.
He completes this to Walker.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18.
Out of the gun, Walker with it. 72 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Jair Alexander. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. And we'll see if that pick six looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome. But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. Fresh off the pick six, it's Smith. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Straight ahead, Walker. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. Down to the 10. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown.
Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line.
And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. They had to run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Lock going to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
They look to throw. It's Lock. Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander.
Oh, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even depleted the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times. He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
2nd down, Love. And this one is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
But Charles, I know you appreciate seeing this great defense, especially with the heightened intensity of the postseason. These two defenses, they have risen to the occasion to force back-to-back interceptions.
You know me well, Brandon. I always stick.
Drew Lock taken down in the end zone. 2 points for the defense.
The goal here is about getting any kind of positive yardage in this spot because you don't care who, you don't care how. You just want to try and buy a little space and get away from your own end zone. But in this spot, the defense was all over that play and equally motivated to stick them with a safety.
Now the Packers get set to go.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46.
Love going to give this one to Jones.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Big Andrew Billings there on the stop.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend.
2nd and 9 from the 44.
Love. That one caught downfield by Watson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a first down. And they try to sweep to Jones. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Love looking to throw it. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jamal Adams.
And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
After the turnover, here's Locke. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And that will set him up in excellent shape. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now Jones. Looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage and that's it. No gain on the play that time and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
Flush to his right. And the ball comes out. Love lost it. And the Seahawks have picked it up.
I think what we just saw there with that fumble return is the increased emphasis on taking the ball away from another team. And no one wants to just fall on in football anymore, do they? They want to take it and try and score themselves.
But when you fall 1 yard short of getting in the end zone as a former defender, you know it hurts. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Aaron Jones
punching it in from a yard away.
And the Packers continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Carlson's extra point up and good.
And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
Carlson back out there now to send this one away. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks going to take over now late in this first half. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Locke. This complete to Lockett. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, Locke. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Locke. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Again, it's Locke.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down.
And the Seahawks first down.
From the gun, it's Locke.
Throw right side, taken in by Eskridge.
And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. Myers' kick is good, and that will do it for this first half.
A look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the third quarter.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway.
No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. The Seahawk offense set to go to begin this third quarter. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest, but now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to get a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
Locke to throw on 3rd and 1. He's got his running back out of the backfield. Oh, what a juke into space.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down. Now Locke on the bootleg.
That's taken in by Eskridge, complete.
And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4.
At the 34-yard line.
Here's Locke to throw. Short pass caught by Henry. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Into the red zone, it's Locke. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Kenneth Walker.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Seahawks are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half.
Myers connects on the PAT, and they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25.
So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime. They sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Well, these Packers and these Packer fans really thrive with the cold temperatures here at Lambeau. And their guys have the lead here with a 1st and 10.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
If this was boxing, you think maybe they would have thought about stopping this one because this defense has been bruised, it's been battered. But this is why they keep the fight going, right? They just got done with a really nice play, showing they still got a little bit left, don't they?
Haven't had many plays that they can clip, put in the film room, and smile about. Touchdown!
Christian Watson
with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Carlson's extra point up and good.
And that will make this a 19-point game.
36, Seahawks 17.
So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. Kenneth Walker headed back out there.
And the numbers for him, pretty solid, really. He's run it well. He's caught it pretty well, but they're still far behind the 8 ball on the scoreboard.
Not able to use his talents, as you noted, to narrow the gap in the scoreboard. Sometimes it's a bend but don't break, right? He gets his yardage. That's cool, but it's not paying off on the scoreboard. They're not getting the points necessary. And if you're a defensive team, you'll give up that yardage for the kind of lead they have.
That's what I was going to ask you. Sometimes you say, let this guy do his thing. Let's control what we can control elsewhere.
Yeah, exactly. Take away the rest of the guys. Don't let them hurt you as well. But the biggest one is they contained him well enough that they've been able to increase their lead.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
They'll try for the first with Walker.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
131 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Now to the air. Lock. His throw incomplete.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lock. He'll find Metcalf. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down. Now here's Michael Dixon, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line.
Packers all set to go again. That means we'll see Christian Watson.
Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds way.
He's got a man complete. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 48 yards.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Play fake. Here's Love. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jamal Adams. Down to the 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Packers offense set to go.
And this one not officially in the bag, but it's looking more and more like you and I are going to be in these same seats next week for a game to go to the Super Bowl.
And it's contrary to our meeting with the visitors, wasn't it? Remember when we went over to their hotel before the game, and one of the themes they kept hitting us with was, let's put the pressure on the #1 seed and see if they can handle it. Let's do that. Well, they're the #1 seed for a reason. Best team all year long. They're showing it again in this game.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Rolling to his left. And my goodness, another interception.
Jordan Brooks with it. And the Seahawks are right back in this football game. A lock in the Seahawks now with a 1st and 10
at the 39-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Lock. This one into the hands of Metcalf.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
First down, Seattle.
Now Lock.
Not wasted time, going right back to DK Metcalf.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
On 2nd down, it's Walker.
And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bolt. Now Lock. Got to have this one. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
And the Seahawks are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this foot.
And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle.
4 yards on the touchdown grab.
And the Seahawks have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field.
And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Just because you've got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
On play action. Love to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
Love, they go play action now. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down. On now is the Packers punter as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. They juked him. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the fourth quarter, the divisional round. They need to come up with something as they get this drive started. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Block working out of the gun. And this is caught at the 8. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets them up 1st and goal.
Here we go, 1st and goal.
They look to throw. It's Locke. He'll be hit and taken down at the 20-line.
Lucas Van Ness.
What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Lock to throw.
Solid stiff arm. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play.
The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Lock. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Packer defense stands tall down by the goal line.
We've got to have two hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. And he has a Packer 1st down. And that should be the one that finishes the script.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
And that's a great run, and this is when you've got a running back who feels like he needs to take over this football game. You're in the second half, you've got the lead, you're looking at moving on to the conference championship, and he's got to be saying, just keep giving me the ball, and I'll get us home.
Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him.
Now Jones is hit. He lost the football.
And that has been picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. Oh, and now some trickery. They fake the spike.
Eluding the pressure right.
And that is going to wind up incomplete. So they try to hit him with something you don't see too often, but it doesn't work out.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield of man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. That'll go was a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest.
Here's Locke. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
This ball intercepted.
Rasul Douglas picks it.
And the Packers are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game.
And they have